How we
Heyo,
doing, people?
it's really and teach. We come to preach. Your host of Monday night. How we doing, everyone?
We're doing phenomenal. It's Valentine's Day, and listen, I'll just say this. I've had my sweetness today. This is a 5-star, guys. Just being
That's it.
honest with you. Teach is going to be, I don't know what the delay on it. His end is. It could be snow, it could be whatever. I was very pleasantly surprised by this today. I didn't have work today, and here we are.
So it really showed
So,
up looking all clean, looking like he's about to take me out. And here I am, wasn't getting the memo.
I mean, for all those people who have some difficulties on the day of love. We're going to go with, you know what? There's good people, friends, and family to take care of. And I dressed up nice for this occasion for the people.
Okay.
Drip or no drip. So there's a topic to start out this show, and it's a banger. And I took my glasses off and I thought about this hard, and this one's frustrating. You brought this up to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, if we go back to Halloween 2021, if you're going to release something that's based on the holiday of Halloween, it's okay if you release it in September. It's okay if you release it in October. But there's two shakers that are constantly being teased in all these advertisements, and everyone's thinking to themselves, could you just release this thing? Can you just give it to me already? And then they release them the day of Halloween, a Sunday. It was weird. And then afterwards, they didn't show up for like a week, and they're like, "Oh, beg pardon, everybody, it's still on a ship somewhere." Couldn't you have just done a pre-order?
You would think that's
One would,
honestly the proper route.
I mean, the thing is with the CBs now, the Naruto collector's box sold out in what, 3 or 4 hours,
If that, and now there's a limited amount back on the site when the original shipments haven't even shipped.
and that's probably because some people canceled because they weren't getting it. Maybe they didn't get their 30% discount, so it was refunded. Maybe some people ordered too much and they tried to screw the system, so they refunded them that and just said you only get one. Whatever the case may be, there somehow was able to, on everybody's nose, put CB's back, or Naruto, back on the site, and Nemesis T cans. And I'm like, God damn it. Literally, like 2 hours, freaking gone.
So the main bit of this topic that I originally brought up to Relly, and for the reference, my voice may be a little shot still for this episode, but with the Naruto and the Shiny Splash CB, they were released per se about what, a week, if not 2 weeks ago now, and we've had no notification of them shipping. They were supposed to be like, hey, buy them now. And there was no sign of it being like a pre-order, which they should have done if they knew they're going to have issues being able to deliver on boxes, or if there's some kind of shipping delay, something's on the sea, the planes are in the air, something like it should be just be like, hey, we're doing a pre-order. It's not going to be out for another 3 weeks. Get your pre-orders in, because it then brings off the thought that like, hey, you buy it now, you'll probably be getting it by like 2 weeks at most. And here a bunch of people are like myself, and maybe even Relly, because I bought both. And we're like, where's our collector boxes or anything? Though it has to be something to do with the plastics or cardboards, because like people who have bought just their tubs have received the tubs.
Yeah, that's the thing that's just so frustrating about it. There's people that have already got Sage Mode and they're like, "Oh, what do you mean you haven't tried it yet?" I'm not talking about the creators that get first dibs. I'm talking as in the regular person where it's just like, "Oh, yay, new flavor." Click. Come on.
Like, yeah, honestly, at this point, I was even considering just buying a tub of each just so I could get them quicker at this point.
But it also sucks too because if that order isn't come in yet, just remember everything you pre-order, everything you order along with the pre-ordered item, they're not going to ship it to you twice. They're going to ship it to you once.
Mm-hmm.
There's one time I learned this. There was an Angry Joe shaker, and I got it with the pre-order of the first round, the very first round, of the Carnage and Venom boxes.
Yep, I remember this.
Yep. And sure enough, 4 months later, they said, oh, yeah, we're doing another run of these. And people got them delivered before I got my pre order,
Mm-hmm.
which sucked ass, as you can imagine. But come on, man. Listen, if we don't care if we got a pre order, just let us know. Just please be upfront.
It is a big upfront thing because, like, it's not. There's no way to say that they can't do pre-orders on it. One, what was it, in mid-December? We even talked on the show. There was pre-order up for the Matrix collector box that wasn't going to be out until what, March, April. They did way long ago the pre-orders for like the ocean flavor, the
I
ocean
was about to
collector
bring that
box.
up. The Team C's, yes.
Yep. Like, if they know they're not going to have something in time, they should make it known, like, hey, we're either not going to have it in time or this is a pre-order because of X and Y. And now a bunch of people are over here wondering, like, hey, I bought these two products. Where's my stuff? And even on like the same note, I wonder how many people, because you kind of brought up, how many people like refunded their like Sage Mode collector box and just bought a regular tub.
I imagine a good amount. Like for me, I didn't get my discount in. So what I did was I had refund. Those said check a couple of business days, and I ordered again. I got my discount. It got sent,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to get in trouble because like I already made an order. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it said, hey, one per guest, whatever. So I'm an honest guy. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, people are still trying to buy up like 6 of those at a time.
That's why.
But I mean, it is a good note to make. If they can't uphold something on their end, they need to publicize it correctly. And I mean,
Correct.
especially when they knew the hype around like even Sage Mode, when they knew it was going to sell out. And yes, it was a good thing that they were like, hey, put your wait list in, get on the wait list. This is going to sell out within hours. They knew all these criteria to it. They need to make it more known of like, hey, we're not going to get in time. Don't expect anytime soon. But get in on your like order.
Also, the thing that royally pisses me off about this, by the time that the people got the notification being like, hey, you joined our wait list and it's available for sale. It was already sold out when people got the notification.
Yeah, the email has been very like jumpy, I'll call it, for the past little
They
while.
dropped the ball.
The only real way to have known it was on the website in time was to have somebody that has already bought it or already saw it available on the site and sending links around, being like, hey, get your stuff in now. Because if I remember correctly, they only did like 6 or 8K. I think it was like 4 to 6K, and you know that was selling out.
Apparently, they made 20,000 tubs and only like 6 collector boxes.
Wow.
But if you still think about it, right? Apparently, Nemesis T, like the reskin,
Mm-hmm.
didn't they only make like 5,000 of them?
I don't know the exact numbers on that, but it was roughly around, I think, like 6K, yeah.
I think it was like 4 or 5 or 6,000.
Yeah.
Actually, let me think about that. Let me just see if they can actually. I am scared for. Oh, you can still get Sage Mode. You can still get it.
So you're talking the tub or the collector box?
The tub. I was about to say, if that sold that fast, when's the last time 20,000 tubs sold that fast? Which means in 12 days, that 20,000 tubs just went later, dude.
Yeah, that's very surprising.
That would be absolutely freaking bonkers.
So it's definitely a thing they need to work on there, and it's more the transparency with the customers, honestly, especially when it comes to collector boxes when they know they're going to have issues of selling out. Speaking of that same similar thing, we kind of brought it up before, but we have the new one-shot grill cans, the strawberry slushy cans. You kind of brought it up. I haven't received mine yet for a review. What are your thoughts on them? Because those are only exclusive, as we know of so far, at Circle K's. If you can apparently even find them at Circle K's, because apparently a lot of Circle K's are like G Fuel. What's that?
Well, hey, just remember, right? There's some people that there's some people that don't know what they're doing. I'll give you a funny ass story. I don't know how much people know about tools, but my good man Sammy was working a cash register. And there's a lot of middle-aged men that are pompous, and you're like, listen, if you're a woman or if you're younger than me, I'm going to treat you like garbage. So he basically starts. He puts a box on the register on top of the register counter, and he goes, "Listen, kid." And he's like, "Oh, great. This guy's got big. This guy's got a beard going on. He's in his 20s. He's old enough to drink. It's like, who you calling kid? I get it, but don't be a dick." So he goes, "Listen, kid. I'm going to take this. I'm going to jumpstart my car. I'm going to be back, and I'm getting my refund." Yes, sir. Just one problem. What's your problem? What's your issue? That's a welder, not a jump starter.
Huh.
He
Yeah,
was gonna jump start his car with a freaking welder.
go do that for me real quick, buddy.
So I'll just say this, right? There's some people that I mean, I can't believe the exclusive, whatever. I'm not really a fan of anything exclusive unless it's worth it. But let me tell you something. If you had to go out of your way or find a plug for this, worth it.
Honestly, I think
Worth
it's
it.
been one of the harder cans to get in any recent time because, again, like they're only at Circle K. Circle K's are only in a certain area. It's kind of like the Micro Center thing. Like there's what 12 Micro Centers in the U.S.
So as far as cans and the hardest ones to get, it's between this and Flavor Bomb, right?
Well, Flavor Bomb you can still find on Amazon here and there, but
But
like
I'm just saying once in a while, but I'm just saying what happens is, right? These are just coming out and not many people have them versus Flavor Bomb where they're selling out and once they sell out, they're freaking gone.
yeah. I mean, it was like the same thing more with like Meat Boy, but now apparently like everybody could get Meat Boy and like you can find it anywhere and get it from a bunch of people. But like it seems so much harder to find a person that has a hookup to a Circle K or something that's selling the one shot.
There's a lot of people that are actually selling them now. It's like, yeah, I got the box, but it's like, you know what? Again, probably should have been something around Christmas time, but I think the supply chain is still just an issue. Which, speaking of, I actually put some water in the glow in the dark shaker for Advanced GG, that kit that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, no leak.
Good.
I was
Good.
very surprised. I still think it's going to be a decorative piece, but hey, no leak.
So you and I are both, as I've stated before, big fans of the strawberry slushy tubs.
Yep.
What's your actual take on the can? How does the can compare to the tub?
Uh, so this is going to be very bold. I don't think you're going to see a strawberry shortcake can. The reason being is because you know how strawberry shortcake does not go well in water.
Oh yeah, it's a dessert
So,
flavor.
so essentially, right? Strawberry slushy in the tub. You taste that water and strawberry syrup. Like it's exactly what you think a slushy is. Like, okay, I got water, a little bit of ice, and I got strawberry syrup.
Mm-hmm.
This tastes more like the strawberry shortcake, but liquefied. Like
Really?
strawberry shortcake and water. This is liquid dessert and not too sweet.
Have you had a pink drip can done?
I have not.
Okay, I wonder how it
But
would
I mean,
compare
I
to
had the
that.
pink drip in the tub, like the sample, the powder. I give it a 3 star.
Okay.
Just simply because not every candy tub is meant for everybody. And I've noticed a lot with the dessert flavors, you need to water them down. Like Tetris, I think you gotta water it down. Pink drip, I think you gotta water it down. Otherwise, what happens is sometimes it gets like this flavor where it's almost like a liquid sherbet, where it gets a little too much. Like I told Sarah about this. Like we got the moss sour powder,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, try it with Tetris sometime, but get a tall boy. Regular amount, like you would do a regular thing. Add 2 ounces, then add the sour powder. Give it a good shake. So what I do for my critique is like with certain flavors, right? There's normal. Some got watered down. Some need more water. So there's normal, plus or minus,
Okay.
and then it's just kind of sometimes there's an in between, but you know how that all goes. We've got it down to a science.
See, I just find it more interesting that you think the can tastes more like a cakey flavor rather than like the actual slushy, like you're having a slushy.
I think it's because maybe it's because the cans taste more like a syrupy than like a
Okay.
powder. Maybe that's why it tastes like that. But I just think that if you were to put the strawberry shortcake versus like this outside like the milk texture, it's gonna be almost carbon copies.
Interesting. Well, I
Yeah,
certainly can't wait to.
this is very desserty. Where it's like the strawberry shortcake, I think is desserty, whereas like the strawberry slushy, I don't think it is. So I think that that's really the difference. That's the X factor. The the tub or the powder is whatever, and the can is desserty.
Well, I can't wait to get my cans to compare and differ with you and see how we both feel about it.
Yep. I'm going to give in the second can to a good friend of mine. I'm very happy to see his reaction. He's a big fan of the strawberry shortcake, so he's going to be really excited about this one.
Okay. So speaking of other things for samples and trying, you've recently tried some other stuff yourself that you haven't had before that I have.
So let's go with the first one. And as when I do flavor reviews, when there's certain flavors where I just don't like by default, like if it's tastes like a cherry cough syrup, it's terrible. If it's a grape cough syrup, terrible. And if it's an artificial watermelon, I've kind of learned that the only artificial watermelon I like is the Sour Patch watermelon candy. So is what is. But the juice, everyone's like, oh, it's a fruit punch and just a hint of watermelon. I mix it up, I give it a smell, and I'm like, really? I take a swig and I'm like, I can't do it.
See, I like the juice. I think it's a pretty good like fruit punch esque. I know some people hype it up and they overrate it a little bit, but I know you're not the biggest fan of watermelon. I definitely don't think it's no drain cleaner.
Well, that's where I mark it as an incomplete. Same thing with your attempt, where it's like, hey, a Bahama Mama, right? It's like you say, I don't like coconut, so it's like, okay, it's an incomplete. Out of personal bias of our taste buds, we can't do it. And there's at least one or two fruits or vegetables that every person is just not going to like. It's like you're going to taste something exotic and you're just like, you can't pay me to eat this again. I'm sorry.
I mean, for the right price, am I right?
Well, within reason, of course. The second one, now that I've had it, it was classified V2. Now everyone seemed to get different, and when you get a sample, I imagine it's gonna be different because what happens if the tub has stayed in place too long and you don't shake it up? So some people got watermelon, some people got coconut. I got a combination that I've never heard of at all. Like Bahama Mama, where I've never heard of orange pina colada. This was to me a watermelon pina colada. Now I was battling it a little bit, but that's just what I tasted. And it was pleasing. I was fighting through it a little bit because of the artificial watermelon, but I still tasted the pineapple coconut in there. I got the watermelon in there. Some people say it's tiger's blood,
Mm-hmm.
and some people think it's going to be rumored where it's going to be dropping, I believe, this week.
Some people
A
do think
new
it'll be
flavor,
possibly Uncharted too.
correct. And no one's hyped about the movie because of the standing cast and how Sully doesn't have a mustache. Oh, the pain. But I gotta give respect to Tom Holland because he's trying to revive the Jack and Daxter series. Big ups, he's our Lord and Savior for any Jack and Daxter fan.
Right here, baby, right here.
Absolutely.
See, and that was also what, like, even kind of what I thought. I know some other people thought, like, when a Classified V2 first came out, we're like, okay, maybe it's Naruto Sage. Maybe it's something with that. But we found out that's not true. So there's still the chance it could be the Uncharted. It could not be. I would not be surprised if it was Uncharted.
It's just that when it hints of the background, it's got some sort of treasure aspect coming to it. And if you remember, it's Black Friday. We get classified. This is just the first one, and it's got just, hey, a bunch of question marks on it. And it's like, okay, what do we got? Now, some people were thinking because of the pattern on it, it was going to be something related to the Matrix,
Mm-hmm.
which we ended up getting something else for the Matrix. Okay. So we had no idea what the hell it was. But then the Free Guy flavor comes out, and it's just like, oh, what the hell is this? And you're like, wait, this is classified. Okay, then.
We've had this all along.
So Free Guy ends up being the new classified. But I found it weird this time. And if you look at the tub, it's got this map on it, this map looking thing in a magnifying glass.
Definitely
And
could be
then you go to
Uncharted
the
then.
hint, right? And it's like, okay, we got a treasure chest in the background. So there's your two things I'm thinking of. You're thinking of Uncharted or Pirates of the Caribbean. But Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, nothing's going on with it right now. You want something trendy, you already did a movie that's on its way out. So what are you doing? It seems like Uncharted is the play.
I definitely think it will be Uncharted. The real question now is what's going to be the flavor profile when they fully introduce it.
I mean, I'm always skeptical of that too, because I mean, for the, well, we remember what they had labeled Phase X as.
It's white cherry.
Freaking grapefruit and something else. Like, come on, man.
It's white cherry Gatorade. Get out of here. We all know it.
Yeah, exactly. Get your keister back to your chair.
Now, you also tried another one that I have and I've talked about recently on the show, and I'm a big fan of it. It got a big score from me. I've hyped this one out a lot. I call it Bussin' personally, and I think they got the name a little bit off. But you tried Doozy Fruit.
Yes. Now, I'm glad I didn't put this in, but optimistically, it's Friday night. I had some pizza. I got a stream going on with a friend of mine. I'm playing Deep Rock Galactic. So I'm mining. I'm going through some things, completing some tasks, whatever. And before when I start sipping it, I'm like, what's the difference between this and the OG fruit punch? So after a couple of sips, I end the video and I'm just like, whatever. I'm not going to post this. I'll post this tomorrow. But as I'm going on, I'm looking at the screen, I'm sipping gradually, and I'm like, the formula's changed, man. And for the better, in my opinion.
I agree.
So there's, I'm not sure if it's like a sour powder or whatever, but there's this enhanced sweetness to it. I'm not sure if it's sour per se, but it is sweeter in my opinion.
It's sweeter but heartier.
Yes, not sour, but a little more tart and
Yep.
just a little bit more sweet. So if anyone, oh, now that we're on this topic,
Uh oh.
I am outraged because if you receive the email, this is going to be like those movies where there's a campaign involved being like, I am going to the polls. Well, guess what? You had a poll of which flavor to bring back. And I'm sorry, who is the group of stunads that voted for fruit punch and freaking grape?
Yep.
You had grape. It's on the app. They told you this. You're in the group. They say, hey, it's on the app. Same thing with pink lemonade. I don't know why they took off Galaxy Grape and pink lemonade. And don't say Amazon because a retailer sells it, because that's not good enough for me. They tried to promote an app, and I'm sorry. If you want to promote something good on there, like, hey, here is a CB app exclusive. I get it. But I'm sorry. Grape you either like or you don't. It tastes like cough syrup to me, so I'm not interested. And pink lemonade, the old formula, people say they don't like it. You made a new formula and I heard it was great,
Yep.
but in my opinion, you had a mediocre flavor and then a flavor that nobody liked until you remade it. And you're like, oh yeah, by the way, these are, app exclusive. And they didn't sell the way you thought they would. And then you say, oh yeah, by the way, they're vaulted now. Of all the flavors to be vaulted, grape and fruit punch. You said you want to bring those back. Listen, Dub Melon Mint, you like it or you don't. But you're telling me Teach Ice Tea made it. It made the list. But you're telling me Peach Mango is not on there? You're telling me freaking Gap is not on there?
Peach mango was number one.
Oh, Peach Mango. I'm sorry. Teach Ice Tea needs to be on there. Gap needs to be on
Golden
there.
apple pear, agreed.
Come on, man.
I
You're telling me if there's 5 flavors to bring back, I'm sorry, but the OG fruit punch, because we have doozy fruit, mind you, to be fair, which I think is an improved formula of it. So that sells with me. I think you could agree with that.
yep.
The OG fruit punch and grape are just not on the list. There's too much good shit to say, oh yeah, fruit punch and grape. How freaking vanilla are you? You're so generic.
Well, like even if you dislike grape,
Generic
or
as
even
a
if
Hanes
somebody,
white tea. Come on.
even if like you dislike one or you like one, you and I have both agreed on here before that those are more generic style flavors that a lot of people to the common masses enjoy, and they just need to be regular, easily accessible flavors.
Of all the flavors to bring back, hey, give me the fruit punch. Raspberry pie?
Well, the even like funnier part about it is this was the second time within like 2 months that they had this poll, and on the first one I recall, like number two was Maiden's Blood, and everybody's like, "Why is Maiden's Blood even on this? We just had it."
They release it every couple of months, so it seems. And that like goes quick.
Yep.
Come on. Ridiculous. So it seems like the sour shamrock or sour green apple, whichever, they had 2 releases of it in 2021, St. Patty's Day, as well as a very short run around Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
The cherry limeade, we're expecting it for
Summer.
July, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're at peace with it. Hopefully.
It's just a weird timing of them, but like honestly, I don't know why people would want like grape or fruit punch back. Like on that kind of a list when there's so many good vaulted flavors.
Not only that, but get this. And this is upsetting for you because I know you're a lemonade guy. Your most overhyped flavor is Shiny Splash.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, so what I mean by vaulted as in you cannot get it from the site. You gotta go from a seller, a private seller, public seller, wholesaler, whatever. You cannot get it from the website. The only
Yep.
lemonade they have left is Shining Splash.
On
The
the
new
website.
pink lemonade I heard is good, everything, but it's like the regular tea flavors. I mean, raspberry iced tea, you like it or you don't, from what it seems. But then that's it as far as tea goes. That's on the website. And lemonade, Shiny Splash, and that's it.
You have one more, and that's hype sauce.
Hype sauce, forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a
But still, there
banger.
used to be a lot more variety, man.
Oh, you're 110% correct. You used to have pink lemonade, you used to have OG original lemonade, and it also turned into lemonade, which was the Nate Shut flavor. I feel like there may have been one more, but I don't think so.
Not only that, but hype sauce, I taste more raspberry than lemonade. I'm not sure if it's just me or not.
Though raspberry is a little bit more prominent, I will agree, but that's one of the things I like about it. It's a good raspberry, but I still get unlike the advanced GG where they call it strawberry lemonade, it's missing the lemonade. I can at least taste the lemonade in hype sauce.
Yes, where it's like Shiny Splash, it's like we say blueberry lemonade, but it's lemonade and it's like you put the blueberries on top and you drink it and eat the blueberries as you go.
You just garnish the rim.
Yep. Oh man. So moving on, did you want to do a sample tonight?
You mean the one I already got mixed up and waiting to try?
Ooh, so what do you got in there today?
You're number one.
Bomb or pop?
I got
So for anyone in the audience listening to this, this is you could actually get the sample kits, but bomb or pop as far as the samples, again, I assume it's a supply chain. I'm not trying to pull the card though, but I actually when I was told about Juju, they had a sample pack. It had 2 of each: blue raz, grapesicle, I forget. Let me see the third flavor. It's tropical something. It's driving me nuts.
Was it
Tropical Juggernaut. And
okay?
Bomber Pop. So the Bomber Pop samples, they're all sold out. So they actually have these 6-pack varieties. Now you get two Blue Raz, two Tropical Juggernauts, and two Grapesicles. That's a 6-pack of them for $8. Not too shabby. So there is subscription things in there. There is some starter kits in there. I got my ice shaker from there. Just so I didn't have to go somewhere else. Got same package. I will say though, it is clean. It is clean. It is cleanly etched.
So this is your number one favorite by Juju. We
Yes.
went over it last week. This is what you put your number one. Out of all the samples I've tried so far on the show and in general from other brands other than G Fuel, so far Juju has been the one to impress me most, honestly. Advanced GG didn't really do it. Their mango was probably the best one that they had. Glitch with an I. Never
Trash.
again. Never again. Did we do gamer subs? I think we did gamer subs.
Never on air, but
Okay.
the way that I would describe gamer sups is sugar water.
Yeah. So Juju has by far been the closest thing that I've had to like G Fuel in the sense of like mixes well, tastes good, well done. Like they got their shit down.
And the blue res that you tried on last show, I mean,
That was
how was it
good.
like finishing that thing and taking your time with it?
Oh, that was good. That was delicious. I would drink that again. Like I would happily go out and buy a tub of that. Like that
And
was a
speaking
good blue
of,
raz.
I'm not sure if it's just today or tomorrow as well, but they actually have something going on. Pay attention to their Twitter, their Facebook. I forget the code, but they have a buy one get one half right now
Oh,
for
what?
tubs.
How much are the
So
tubs again?
the tubs itself, let's see. Now, mind you, these are 30 serving tubs. They are going for $35.99.
Okay, not terrible.
So I'll just let you know right now, sour gummy worms is, in my opinion, a mixer. The caramel apple squeeze is what they call it. It is very desserty, but not too desserty where you have to only have it once in a while. The pumpkin spice and horchata are, in my opinion, milk flavors only. They have a watermelon crush, a cherry bomb, green apple, grapesicle. G Fuel cannot compete with the Juju grapesicle at all, in my opinion. The cherry bomb, I think I haven't tried it yet, but that's their original formula. That was their first original flavor. Green apple, it's not as good as G Fuel's by any stretch.
That's actually the one I have not tried yet, but I kind of will be a little bit more critical of.
Yes, the blue raspberry from Juju is better.
Stellar.
And this is one that I'm actually thinking about trying. It was when I was first found out about Juju, it was sold out, but they brought it back. The pina colada.
Okay.
That's just pina colada by itself. G Fuel has not had a pina colada. It was something where it's like, hey, you gotta mix bao juice and coconut, right?
Yeah, the closest thing G Fuel has had is Bahama Mama.
Or Miami Nights, but I think the orange Bahama Mama, the orange isn't as strong. It's more of like a lemon zest,
Mm-hmm.
whereas the Miami Nights, the strawberry is definitely more there.
Oh yeah.
So if you just want without the citrus, pina colada by itself, uh, fans really brought this flavor back, and Juju's kept their ears to the ground. And I mean, heck, of all the 12 flavors they have here right now, again, Bomber Pop is my favorite. But if I had to pick another bundle for the buy one get one half, I'm dying to try the cherry bomb. And I'm also dying to try the pina colada, but Grapesicle is up there, man. Now, you know me about my grape flavors.
Mm-hmm. You hate them
It
as cough syrup.
literally tastes like a purple popsicle you have as a kid.
Okay.
It's sweet. It's got the exact flavor there. It's just awesome.
So,
I've never had anything else like it. Not a drink, not a soda, nothing.
so is this the first great flavor that really has like confirmed on the podcast?
As far as an energy drink goes, yes.
So, as Riley brought up, we got some Bomber Pop in the shaker. This is his number one. I'm gonna try it. I'll give you my personal review. We can go over Riley's again, but we know he loves this flavor. This is Juju. Is it just Rocket Pop or Blue Rocket Pop?
This is Bomber Pop.
Bomber Pop.
Juju Bomber Pop.
Straight up, smells just like it. Okay. It's definitely good. I like it. I could buy a tub of this. I could drink it daily. This is kind of one of those weird flavors where I could drink it on a daily no matter what time of the year, but I feel like I almost want to drink it a little bit more in the summer.
Oh, agreed.
I do think the cherry is just a little bit more overpowering than the little other aspects of the Bomber Pop. But I am a big fan of cherry, just like we both love clickbait. I think it's probably another reason why you love this flavor. I do think it's really good. Again, like it mixes well, it's smooth. There's not like any residue on my shaker. There's no like weirdness. It's not leaving any terrible aftertaste in my mouth. This is a stellar flavor. And even like the aftertaste to it, you kind of similar to strawberry slushy. You do kind of get that like syrupy taste, I guess you would call it. Of like, I think you've mentioned it before. It's like as if you just took a Bomber Pop and it kind of melted and you drank that.
Yeah, it's like rocket popsicles. You melt them and you like mix it with just a little bit of water.
Strong rating, honestly. Keep going back to this. I could be a little bit more generous to it. This is for me a 7.5 to 8.
I thought it was gonna be a 7+ for you. I know how critical you are, but I'm like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a 7+, and
Oh yeah, this
I
is
could
really good.
I could never predict you, but this one right here, like Chris actually rated this a solid 9.
Okay.
Like him and his son really dug it.
Oh no, it's phenomenal. It's really good. I do like it a lot. I'd give it a solid 8. I could drink this. I do like it a lot. It's very well done. And to me, hats off to Juju, because they're the only other company that I have tried that's doing right to like on a similar comparative level to G Fuel. The powders, the mixing, the taste, everything.
Absolutely. And we are going to have to admit there are some companies that'll just make something better than another.
Oh yeah, we're unbiased. Like we may love Juju, we may love G Fuel or whatnot, but if another company comes around and they make something that's better than one of our loves, we'll call it out. We're not afraid
Yes.
to.
So here is my thing now is if we had to go by coconut flavors, which energy drink company makes the best? Where if it's a pina colada, a coconut, I know you're not too big on it, but who do you think would probably make the best one?
Are we talking powder or just energy drinks in total?
In general.
This sounds very weird, but when you ask me the question, there's one company that keeps coming to mind for me, and I don't even know if they've done one, but I feel like they have, and I haven't tried it, but it just first name that comes to my mind. Rockstar.
Actually,
Yes.
if you remember from the last podcast, you know what I'm going to say.
Oh fudge, I'm trying to remember now.
Red Bull.
Yeah, your old favorite.
Especially when they had like the coconut berry that you could still find now. It's like you took away Ocean Breeze and you gave me something in its place, but it's not as good. Come on, man.
I don't even think I've seen that Red Bull, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's the white can.
Oh, it's okay. I know what that. Yeah, I've seen it. That makes sense.
Yes. Instead of a lime, they put a berry.
Interesting.
And don't shake it all up; it'll go everywhere.
I mean, that's about with anything, right?
Anything carbonated. But I hope when I try the Juju pina colada sometime, I hope that I could get at least some sort of comparison to it.
Now, one we'll have to still try, or at least for me, is the Juju Green Apple. And I won't lie, this one I'm going to be very critical on. Not just like in general, but when it comes to Green Apple, it's kind of one of those flavors that's a little bit hard to mess up.
You see, the problem I have is that there's certain green apples, like the sour green apple for G Fuel, I think is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think is okay. We got cherry limeade, and then we have sour green apple as the second best flavor. Where yeah, this is worth the wait. Like you know how when the McDonald's McRib comes back and there's those super fans like run into the store.
Oh, yeah.
That's the cherry limeade, and that is the sour green apple for G Fuel. But as far as the Juju green apple, I give it a 3-star, man.
See, no, I've had G Fuel Green Apple. I've not yet had G Fuel or Juju.
The Juju, I give it a 3-star.
3 out of 5.
G Fuel regular green apple, the OG, the Volton, I give it a 4.
Now, again, I haven't tried it yet, but do you get like that real juicy, like it tastes like you're biting right out of a real juicy apple? Or is it more like a stale apple?
It feels like it's missing something at the end.
Okay.
Like it's good, but it feels like it's missing something at the end. And I tried doing the sour powder with it, and it just didn't do it. It feels like it lacks sweetness or maybe a tart.
Maybe that's what it is when it comes to G Fuel, and it's like the only way I can describe it. But the green apple is very sweet, and to me, and it sounds weird, but like the flavor is juicy. I feel like I'm tasting a ripe, juicy apple.
Yes. The thing is, too, though, is there's some flavors, and I think you kind of notice this with, I'll go back to Area 50, 8, Phase 51. When you water it down, you get something mellow, then the melon kicks in and it becomes sweet, and that melon taste you either like it or you don't. But the problem is with this one, it's the opposite. It's like you got it, and then it dies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So like that was always my thing though. Like when it comes to me and flavor testing, one of the main reasons why I don't like Area 51 is like if I have to reach, not like even if it's gone for like after a few seconds of tasting, but if I have to reach to try to get to that flavor and understand what the flavor is, that's missing the mark. If I can drink it, taste it right away, and then even if it's gone, that's different. Like I shouldn't have to reach to try to get it.
It's funny because I actually got this is my boss from one of the gaming communities I'm a part of. See if I can find it. I actually got a sample from City Gamer who actually hooked me up with the samples, and
Glitch with the Y.
And ironically, I love the packaging. These samples are proper, and also you gotta love what the flavor is.
Berry 51.
Berry A51.
So can we have like a very quick discussion on how in the energy powder industry we now have two companies called Glitch, but the difference is one whole letter.
People, and I've been saying this for the longest time. How in the hell is there not a lawsuit? And by the way, there's some people that there's two people who are fans of the show that are actually partnered with Glitch with the Y. And yes, City, Taylor's a great person. She's my sample plug for some time now. Does stream. We crack jokes all the time. Her wife is really nice. Everything. And, she gave me the scoop of like, listen, 3 or 4 ice cubes. I recommend 14 ounces instead of 16. Like she gave me like a whole slip. I just gotta find it on my desk.
Is she with the Y or the I?
The Y.
Okay.
So her handle's down there, Glitch. Her promo code is City for a discount below.
Well, I haven't tried Glitch with the Y, but at least she's not with Glitch with the I, because this right down the drain. This is like Relly and Raging Gummy Fish. You can put this right down the drain. Never again. I do thank and appreciate Relly from the bottom of my heart for sending me out these samples, but I kind of feel bad because I will probably never taste test or drink this one ever again.
So I think the thing we gotta do is You gotta send the other glitch samples to somebody so we could actually back this up.
Maybe we'll have a giveaway here soon. We'll send a bunch of samples to somebody, make it a sample giveaway of everything we've tried on the stream or the podcast, and then
We
get
could
someone
do some
else's
sample
opinion.
giveaways, and tell you what, how about this? If we get right, I'll do this. If we get 100 subscribers to the channel, okay, we will do a giveaway for the subscribers. I will give you a Juju shaker, fresh from the plastic, and I will find a G Fuel sticker at random. And instead of signing the front, the back where the thing is you peel off, I'll sign it.
Okay.
I'll sign it as really. So, hard subscriber giveaway. This is where it's at.
Oh,
This and a sticker, and there'll be more to come.
I feel like we can add in even more into that.
I'm still just looking at this sample, man. Like this is pretty cool. Distributed by Fit Brands LLC, Wesley Chapel, Florida. The caffeine content is 175.
Interesting. So it's a little stronger than most.
Yes. It's a good formula. A lot of fruit powders in here. Let's see. So we try to do a health and wellness check in here too. So one thing, if you get caffeine sickness like I do, like this can I've had drink gradually throughout the day so I don't get the shakes, the jitters, everything else. But the one thing is that's great about the cans is that they don't have the dyes in them. So I kind of just look into it, and there's a lot of people that are very skeptical of red dye number 40 and yellow number 6. Has this raised any red flags to you, Teach? Or do you just keep it moving, or do you just try to limit? Like, how's that work on your end?
So for me personally, none of that raises a flag for me. I know for some people they try to stay away from red 40, all that good stuff. I know for some people raise a flag. For me, I honestly don't care. Send it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like don't care on your end, but I will say I actually grew up with somebody related to my cousin. His name was Jeffrey, and he was actually diagnosed with being allergic to red dye. I'm not sure what kind or whatever, but it's just like, hey, Hawaiian punch. He just started to break out in a rash, and it's like, hey, if your kid's got hives or whatever the case may be, hey, you obviously take him in, and niacin wasn't a thing that I know of. So, yeah, that's just one thing I always keep in the back of my mind because of Jeffrey at the time.
So I wouldn't mind trying out Glitch. Which flavors of theirs have you tried and would you recommend? And where would you rank them
I
on
haven't tried
companies?
any, so
Okay.
tell you what. How about I do this on the stream right now? Let's see. What measurement do I got here? Once this thing stops shaking. Tell you what, I'm going to take a sip out of this. I'm going to grab some ice like she recommends. And I'm going to try this right now.
Okay.
Sound good?
Oh, yeah.
Wee bit room temperature. All right, let's go.
Grabbing some water. Alrighty. Teach us here for the people. So, on that giveaway topic, Relly and I do have a lot of stuff planned coming up. We're at a weird stage of the podcast that I'll be honest with you guys as I kind of look over our plans over here. We're in this weird stage to where we have a lot of awesome stuff coming up, but we have to plan it out correctly because we want to start doing sample giveaways, bigger giveaways of tubs, different companies. We want to start incorporating other people to the podcast. We want to start bringing on guest viewers. We want to start doing Q&As. We have a lot of stuff to come. We're not trying to jump the gun per se. It's just a slow process of making sure we all are doing it, but Relly and I are doing it at the right time. We aren't trying to rush too much again. This is new for us. This is a mountain that we have to climb, but we're climbing it together, and we will make it to the top. Another fun thing for you guys to know, if you didn't know already, is that Relly brought up that there is the buy one get one half off for Juju, and as many G Fuel lovers know right now, I believe. Let me double check. I believe today, if not tomorrow, is the last day to get in on the BOGO, and the
We're
BOGO
back.
does have the new Love Bug, which is a reskin of Brain Matter. You can get the collector box for that. And there's a new flavor they put on the BOGO with 18 hours left that we're also going to bring up real quick tonight, too, because it's a topic of mine that I also bought today from the BOGO.
So, I'm sorry, but you vault the flavor and you bring it back to sell it as some sort of gimmicky mix.
Oh, yeah, we'll touch on that because that's the one thing I want to get into, too.
My thought is, come on, man, get the hell out of here.
So we'll have you the sample and we can end on that mixed tub note for the cast tonight.
They said there might be more to come, and I'm like, I'll just say this: if they bring back something like Golden Apple Pear and they're gonna mix it with something, listen. If it's Teach Iced Tea, I get it, but unless it's that champagne I'm talking about, don't bring me back of don't unvault the flavor to put it in a mix and crap down my neck. I'm not
Yep.
having it.
Yep. Don't piss on my feet and call it rain.
The thing is, apparently there's a thing from Judge Judy. It's like, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. But sometimes you're just kind of like, you need something that sticks into somebody's mind. I'm just like, listen here, you dumb schmuck. Don't piss on my feet and tell me it's rain.
So what's a flavor profile of Berry A51?
Berry A51. So I like berry flavors. But every time I think of like, an Area 51 flavor, I'm like, this is like, what's the game company? Atlas? They make Catherine, Persona, all them.
Okay.
What the hell is their obsession with space? You know what I mean? It's like Persona 5, the space level sucked. Catherine, you bring in spaceships for whatever reason. You remake a game to put in an alien character girl, so you like remake the whole thing. It's like, come on, you guys suck.
So Berry A51 by Glitch with the Y. This is Aureli's first take on the podcast.
Ooh.
Oh, we got an ooh.
That is strong. I will
Okay.
say it is strong. So I understand the 14 ounces. You could actually I can imagine I could water this down maybe a little bit too much. I think I maybe took an extra sip of water where I shouldn't. Uh Very good, I will say.
Now are you saying I'm assuming stronger on the flavor, not like the caffeine kick?
Well, I have had more caffeine today than I should have.
You'll be fine, champ.
Well, you would drink me under the table. It would take me 3 days to catch up what you consume in a day, Chief. Just being for real.
Oh yeah.
Possibly 4. It's like a blueberry, blue raspberry type.
Okay. Is it like mixed berry with a heavy prominent note of blue raz?
Mixed berry, blue raz, something. Gotta take Okay, so on the table on the packet it looks like blue raspberry with it's like blue raspberry blueberry.
Okay.
I mean, that's what's up. I mean, imagine I can't even imagine if this was carbonated. Think of blue Red Bull mixed with blue raspberry.
I'm here for that all day. I'll buy that up.
That Juju blue raz that you tasted?
Mm-hmm.
I tasted that along with blueberry Red Bull.
Okay, that sounds phenomenal. I'm here for that.
I'll just say this. I mean, it's taken a while to kick in because I'm adjusting to a new flavor. It's like we've all tasted a bunch of strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
We've tasted strawberry bananas. We've tasted variances of lemonades, teas, watermelons, oranges, but it's like there's not too many blueberry drinks out there. And it seems like I say this all the time, but in 2022, Blue Raspberry can seem like a generic brand.
Yep. Everybody loves a good blue raspberry, though.
Yes, but this right here, this is something new to me. And maybe because I wore it down, but
Now, would you finish it?
I would absolutely finish this. I'm saving this for tomorrow. It's gonna be ice cold. It's gonna be phenomenal. This I'm gonna give a this I'm gonna give a 4.5.
I had a feeling you're going to say 4 by your reaction. 4.5.
4.5 out of 5.
That's pretty strong for Relly.
Dude, this like if there this would be in regular if I were to sell everything off and just have like a 7-day rotation, as in like my top seven, this might make the top seven.
Wow, that's really bold of you to
So
say.
if you think about it, right, you got your Battle Juice, your Ice Shatter, your Bomber Pop, the Blue Raz right there. Like literally, I kid you not, man. These two, these compete with G Fuel hard,
Now, that's a bold statement.
hard.
Because I've tried Juju, but I
So
haven't tried
listen,
Glitch.
G Fuel. I understand that Blue Ice is supposed to be a blue raspberry slushy, what people are trying to fall back on now. Which, listen, I get it, but let me tell you something. If you want a hard blue raspberry, go with these. If you want something close to a blueberry Red Bull without stopping for a constant amount of 4 packs of cans, this is where it's at, man. I
So,
mess with this hard, and also just remind you, right now, Glitch, right now, not even kidding you, for Valentine's Day, get while you can. It's buy one, get one free. I'm double checking on the website just to confirm this.
so one big thing that I always check for in samples, and we've experienced it on the show, how's the aftertaste? You get a weird aftertaste? Is there any weird mouth feeling? Any of that, or does it just go down straight smooth?
Um, Kind of the same thing as you. It's not powdery. It's more of like. I guess it tastes like after the G Fuel can.
So, like a regular per se, like
A
how it should
regular
be.
aftertaste, maybe a little syrupy.
I say that like at the aspect of like when we tried advanced, and like it left that weird like texture in your mouth, and your mouth just felt weird, and you had like that weird aftertaste.
Or it
'Cause-
feels a little sandy or something, you
yep.
know.
So that's one thing I always look for in a company.
Let's see what my guy at Glitch is saying. I know, let's see. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Not a lot of followers on the page, but damn. Yep, okay. Fall in love with her buy one get one free sale Valentine's Day 2022 on all tubs and supplements
Okay.
on the site, which that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to go through this thing right here, but they do have a supplement for eye health for the blue light stuff. Now, me personally, I use the blue light glasses, but I mean, when I'm writing for long periods of time, like I wrote 2,500 words today, so I love these. Gaming and streaming, I like these, but I've noticed that when I'm on camera, it's got this reflection that's weird.
And wasn't it Juju that also has something that promotes like the whole eye stuff?
Well, they actually have something in there that actually does have the eye health in it. It's the only energy drink company that I know of that has it. So, what I recommend is that if you're having Juju, that's why I like the metal shaker. So, what happens is if you have a plastic shaker like right now that you have it, what happens is if you, because there's some times where I'm just like, okay, let me wash the thing out, like, give it a good shake, everything else. There's this crystally hardness on the inside of the shaker, and it goes off easy, whatever. But if you want to get rid of that, you get rid of it in the middle of the shaker because even if you leave it, again, a little water, shake her up, drain it, you're fine. A little
Okay.
easier. But that's because there's the ingredient of the eye health formula in there, which I'm down for it. Advanced GG took it out of their formula. G Fuel doesn't have it in their formula. And again, being non biased, right? That's why I have the rotation of it.
So Relly gave Berry A51 by glitch with the Y 4.5 out of 5, which is pretty bold, and that says a lot for Relly.
I mean, again, am I a sucker for blue raspberry? Yeah. But you can't just say, oh, yeah, here's blue raspberry, like it, enjoy it, love it. No. You can't just, I'm not a sucker. I'm a fair man. It's like if somebody were to give me something like, in particular, like, okay, let's go pink lemonade. Is it going to be just straight lemon and a little sweetness? Is it going to taste like bitter lemon water? Or is it going to be something like the new formula that everyone's craving from G Fuel? What's it going to be?
Yep. So let's hit on the last topic. We've already talked about it slightly. Released today, and they showed it off this past week. We have a new, air quote, new tub from G Fuel, and it is the Flavor Fusion, and it is sour cherry with blue ice mixed. And from what I've had other people say, is that they have taken their normal tubs and have mixed the flavor, and they thought the flavor is pretty meh. So are they just taking those two original powders and mix them together, or is it going to be something different? I honestly agree with Relly. I think it's kind of a little bit BS in a way to bring back sour cherry in that form, and they should just fully bring back sour cherry.
So here's one. Do you think that one of the oozes is sour cherry but reskinned?
Um, no, because red ooze is supposed to be a sour black cherry, so the flavor profile is very different. But they're very similar because it's both sour and cherry. But black cherry does have a little bit of a different taste than regular cherry.
Correct. But so what we're saying is that none of the oozes taste like sour cherry.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, because from what seems like sour cherry, sorry, got twisted. Sour cherry got vaulted.
Yep.
The red and black ooze come in. Now we're gonna bring it back for a gimmick mix,
With blue ice of all things.
which everyone says, ooh, it's too generic, or it sucks, or it's so vanilla. With all this disrespect you put on blue ice, and now you want to fly it off the shelf because it's mixed with sour cherry. Get the hell out of here. You're a disgrace.
I will say I did order it because it was on the BOGO today, and you have like 18 hours left to pick it up from the BOGO if you want. So we'll have a flavor review. I can send you out some samples of it too. So we'll have to see. They have noted that they are possibly thinking or in the potential of doing more flavor mixed tubs like this. And like really brought up, I am kind of worried myself to see where they go with it. If they continue, if it's just gonna be re-release of vaulted flavors or not.
Listen, if you're going to give me a mixed tub of anything, G Fuel, as much as Teach would be for this, but yet against it because of what we were saying before, if you're going to unvault something just for a mix, listen, Teach Iced Tea needs to come back.
Yep.
Let's be honest. But if you're going to give me a Teach Iced Tea Golden Apple Pear mix, I am down for it. But if you're going to give me some crapola, and if you've watched anime, you know the series Infinite Stratos, kicked by Horse and Die. If you're gonna bring back something mediocre, like you're like, hey, let's bring back Galaxy Grape since nobody got it from the App Store and we have a bunch of things left in the warehouse. Let's bring it back with something like, oh, I don't know. What? You're gonna bring back OG lemonade and say, hey, let's go grape lemonade? Yeah,
Watch
let's
them.
bring back OG lemonade and mix it with cough syrup. Yay! The kids
What?
that listen to Lil Wayne and skip school be all over it.
Watch them follow the same formula they're doing right now, where they're going to bring something back, and we'll call it even great for the example, and they're going to mix it with something that's already like very popular, very like generic or like commonly loved. Watch be like grape and phaseberry. Here's a grapey phaseberry.
Pink grapefruit phaseberry. Oh my god! Would surprise you though?
Oh no.
Hell no. Like what happens if they do they'll bring back green apple, the OG, and they'll mix it with something like I don't know.
Maiden's blood.
Yeah, there we go. Which speaking of, apparently the queen decided to pull a little joke on Ty. She put the maw sour powder in
Yep.
Flavor Bomb. And he goes, I don't know, there's something mixing. And then she decided to go, okay, let's put some sour green apple in it. And I'm like, that is virgin jungle juice. Kind of sounds a little disgusting. And he goes, it was all right, but Flavor Bomb's better. And I'm like, I would hope so.
I feel like virgin jungle juice would just be the juice.
Not even, man. Because it's like you're gonna have like so much crap in there. It's like you even it's like dependent on like how it's mixed and what flavor was poured in first, you might get some difference. Like this corner is orange and watermelon. It's like where do you, it's like think of the juice, but you add in like the blue raspberry and a grape and a green apple. It's like then what the hell do you have there?
Jungle
It's
juice.
yeah, just oh, I hope not. Is there? Can I? Do I think that they can have fun with this? Listen, I remember them promoting saying you could mix your own, and I think people did actually buy tubs to say, "Hey, mix it up with something." Like I will straight up say that Juju sour gummy worms is a mixer because I don't think it's good by itself. At least my personal experience with the sample that I got. No hate. If you want to drink, something sour straight up, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a mixer. So it's like if you don't want the more sour powder, you want something a little more potent, go for it. I tried it with clickbait, phenomenal.
Oh, sounds good.
Half and half sour gummy worms and half clickbait. It is a good delicacy, and Sarah agreed.
I mean, clickbait is a favorite of ours.
Yes, it is a top flavor for us, but making it just sour version of it. And some people are gonna be like, who cares? But it was proper, my good man.
I would take a.
Absolutely proper.
I would try a sour clickbait. I would.
Yeah,
But my good, really, that seems like a perfect spot to end it off for this night, this Monday night.
absolutely. We had a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of pain,
What
but
we're all about.
guess what? No matter what, it's gonna stay the same. We're gonna be your co-hosts of Monday night. We hope all of you are going to be entertained as football has now died down. We have no Monday night football going on, no coverage, any of that. So we hope Monday night we get to have more of you here. We're gonna be answering more questions anytime if you got any. And don't be scared to I know it's live right now, but we do go back in the comment section. We do respond to people who are in our DMs, giving us thoughts, opinions, something to review. A popular one we get a lot is out of the orange creamsicle or orange vibe or orange whatever cans, which one is the best? So far, I think it is the orange vibe. And orange vibe is so weird because I don't think there's anything else that's going to go in water, milk, or can where it is just a 5-star across the board. I don't think there's going to be anything close because unless you somehow, I mean, strawberry shortcake and milk, and the only thing that's going to be relatable is the one shot girl can. Those are 5 stars, but strawberry shortcake and water, that's very acquired taste.
Mm-hmm.
So orange vibe across the board. Aside that, the flavors that we would bring back, we talk about a lot. Flavors that we wish we could make. Again, we mention it a lot, and there seems to be more ideas as time goes on. It's always interesting, and there's always something a company should do or should try. But I'm pretty sure they listen, and I'm pretty sure that they do a good job. And just remember, it kind of goes like this: not everybody could make everything.
Yep.
For example, could Juju try a lemonade? From what I was told by Papa Phantom, they originally had it was cherry bomb, I think some sort of lemon or lemon lime, which I haven't actually seen that, so I assume it's no longer around, and Grapesicle. So, hey, the cherry bomb's supposed to be the OG flavor that they had at TwitchCon. So there's obviously a lot of hype around it. I heard it doesn't taste like cough syrup. So that's obviously there. Where if they try a lemonade or not, I don't think they will, but the way that the formula works, it's great. If you go to Juju, they just got everything. I mean, they even got freaking CBD supplements for crying out loud on Amazon. What does that tell you? The raccoon logo looks great. It's definitely more overall health and wellness. I mean, if you got supplements there, I don't think G Fuel or Juju needs to go with supplements. Overall, there's a lot of these companies going certain directions, and we call it as it is. So, to my knowledge, I think that we could vouch for G Fuel, of course. So far, we vouch for Juju. So far, we vouch for, at least right now, Glitch with a Y. But we'll just listen. If you like something or you don't like something, we get it. For example, as much as we crap on Advanced GG, they make a mango, which I thought was all right.
It was all right.
So as time goes on, that's something that makes them stand out. Now, where if I would buy a whole tub for 45 hours, I don't know. Teach just going, no.
Nope, I'd rather go spend another 40 and try to find some peach mango, honestly.
I got $40 and I'll even pay shipping. Teach, eyes, teach.
Amen. And I got 2 more tubs of that coming in this week and some Lyrics 9 Lives.
God damn, boy.
Mine.
Just some hype. You are literally just the mascot of it, really. Like somebody should make like we need to get in contact with that artist that's making the custom tub and the custom shaker stuff. I would literally just throw her a couple of bucks and just see if we could get your face on a custom label of Teach Iced Tea.
Now, I don't know which artist you're talking about, but I actually already have that paid for and in the works right now.
You what?
Yep. There's a certain graphic design artist that has already done it for other G Fuel people, and he's become my graphic design artist for my stream. And we are currently in the works of doing a complete stream overhaul, logo, all that. But I have a Teach Iced Tea full-on advertising picture being done.
Wow.
Yep.
I cannot wait to see that.
Same here. I'm getting a little worried because he hasn't messaged me back a little bit. I'm like, hey, how's the project going? It's been a couple days. You said you would send me stuff.
Actually, you want to know what's really funny? There's a artist I have who's done something for me in the past, just regular stuff. She's got the original cover of the book of a book I'm writing right now. And she was all for it, and there's something for another project I'm going to be in the works of doing. I mean, I paid for it already, but then she like reached out and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, but my iPad broke and I'm broke and I got this, and I just got it back." And I'm like, "Hun, don't worry about it." She's like, "Are you joking me?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to rag on you for X amount. Listen, I'm not going broke by paying you to do an art piece. It's not a project that's going to, put food in my mouth. Take a chill pill, take your time. You got life, do you?" Because, I mean, listen, as much as we slander, as much as we laugh and everything else, we're all people.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all decent minded people. And no matter what, your audience and the people that work for you, support you, XYZ, just the people in the circle are what help drive the bus, and that's why we vibe. So, listen, I get it. Being an artist is hard work. Same thing with being any type of content creator, because even if you don't get paid, it is a job in itself.
Yep, that's true.
So, with that, everybody, happy Valentine's Day to all. Tell the people in your life you love them. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we've had a phenomenal time here. And we gotta see. I gotta see if I could speak out to at least. I'm trying to. I've spoke out to Johnny, but it seems like he streams that. Ironically, as soon as Johnny goes live, we go live. He does Monday 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
We could maybe
We might
still
have,
work something out with them.
we might have to get him on a special slot on like maybe a Tuesday special or so. But I'll see if maybe sometime I could reach out to somebody at Glitch to talk about their product, somebody from Juju, see what kind of goes on from there, because I'm excited to see what's going on, man.
You know Johnny
Oh,
well. I know Johnny well. We could work something out
oh,
with them.
also one thing before I forget, there's a big controversy going on right now. The Sneak Blizzard, the lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
We tried it from Thai. The third round of it, the new formula, I guess you can say, does not have the swirl.
Yep.
So, from what I've gathered from the Sneak Facebook community, the swirl effect, there's a certain ingredient on there, and essentially, I'm not sure if it's a Europe guideline, a UK guideline, something, but somebody was putting the kibosh on it because they didn't like the ingredient.
Really.
Yes. So I don't know what that ingredient is, but just remember there's a lot of ingredients in America that are passed. I'll give you a good example. Look up Pop Tarts in the UK and look up Pop Tarts in America. And just look up ketchup in America versus ketchup in the UK. Taste wise, you're going to like it in America better because over there it's like water. But if you go by just the Pop Tarts, I'd rather have a UK Pop Tart than an American Pop Tart. It's just those ingredient lists, and they study it religiously. That's why the Big Macs are different over there and the works.
Mm-hmm.
So I will give credit to anyone with if you have the new Blizzard formula. It's like, listen, do I still think that's the best lemonade energy drink I've ever had? Yes, I will say it till I'm blue in the face. Do I think that the car thing is a shame? Yeah, but you know what? If somebody important is going to say this is for the best for the people, I can't be too mad. We can only do so much.
Yep.
So with that, everybody, have a good night. This has been another phenomenal stream, and we will catch you next week, and we'll give everybody an update on what's going on.
Oh yeah. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Love
And
yourself. Take care of
peace.
yourself.
Love you all.